Okay. Hi everybody, so my name is Sarah. I'm your teacher for HTML. Welcome to HTML. This is about to be the best course of your life so far. So, like I said, my name is Sarah, and today to start off, we're going to play an introduction game. So we're all going to go around the circle of two people and say our names and one of our favorite foods that starts with that letter. So I'm going to start. My name is Sarah, and I really like soup. What about you?
My name is Michael, and I really like pizza.
Wow.
I really like pizza.
All right.
Hi, my name is Gian and I like egg tarts.
Ooh, egg tarts. I love
Yeah.
those. All right. So it's nice to meet you, Michael and Gian. So have either of you done any coding before?
No, not me.
No? Awesome. So HTML can be a little bit tricky to learn if you don't have any coding experience, but I'm sure you're going to get it super fast. I believe in you guys. So, class expectations. So, before we start coding though, we need to set some class expectations. Do you guys have like rules in your classrooms or anything?
We always have to pick up garbage on our way out.
And that's a good example of classroom expectations. So, let's write these up real quick. But since you're... expectations. This is where it's nice to have in the system. So, but because you're going to be on the computer the whole time, you're not going to really have any garbage to pick up. So can you think of any rules that would work well for a computer class?
Maybe not be on the screen while the teacher is talking.
That's a good rule. Don't be on the screen. Any other ideas?
Maybe we can't play games when we're supposed to be doing something else.
That is a good idea. Don't play games while you're working. And then one really important classroom expectation I always like to have is respect. So you should respect your classmates, be nice to them, you know, if they don't want you to do something, then don't do it. And respect me, the teacher. If I'm talking, then listen to me. If I ask you to do something, then please do it. So let's make that our final and most important classroom expectation. Unless anybody has any more ideas?
Respect.
Well then, it looks like we're good. So we don't have that much room left here, but now we're gonna talk a little bit about websites. So do you guys use any particular websites a lot?
Oh, I go on YouTube all the time.
Ooh, that's a good website. So favorite sites, YouTube. Anything else?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Can't think of anything? Do you guys like to play games online?
Yeah.
What sites do you go on to play games?
Miniclip.
Miniclip. I feel old, I've never heard of that. Any other sites you guys like to go on? Or maybe that your siblings like to go on, or your mom, your dad? I know my mom spends a lot of time on Facebook. Do your moms go on Facebook?
Yeah.
I go to Yahoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
I'm like a second grader and I still use
Yeah, so these are all really cool examples of websites, and we're going to learn how to build websites just like these ones, except a little bit simpler because these are really complicated websites. So, one of my favorite websites is CodePen, and CodePen is the site we're actually going to use to do the lesson today. So let's slide on over to the computer and do that. And then, I guess.
Alright.
So today in our lesson, we're going to learn about 4 different kinds of things. We're going to learn about headings, paragraphs, links, and images. So first of all, how many of you have written like an essay for school, maybe a book report or something?
I have.
You have? And when you wrote that book report, did you like put a title on the top?
Yes.
Yeah. So a heading is like a title for your page. It can show in really big text what your page is about. So what do you guys want to make a page about today?
Let's do a page about apples.
Apples, awesome. Okay, so to make a header or a title, what you do is you type H1 and then close that bracket with this caps lock should go. And then
Why do we type H1?
because H1 stands for header 1. There are 6 different kinds of headers, but we're only going to use H1 for now.
Why are there only 6?
Because, somebody who made HTML was like, I really want to have 6 different kinds of headers, but not any more and not any less. So then he coded it to make 6 different kinds of headers. Or maybe it was a she. I don't really know. But anyway, so header 1, and this is a page about apples. And then when you're in HTML, you have to open your tags. So we made a header tag, right? But if we don't close this tag, then the computer is just going to keep thinking that all of the text on your page is going to be a header. So we need to tell it to stop, or to close the header. So how we do that is we make a little angle bracket here, and then a slash, and then H1 again, and then another angle bracket. So now if there's text over here, more text, it won't look like a header. But see, if I don't close this tag, then the more text over here shows up as part of the header. So you should always remember to close your tags. So let's do that. Close this tag. And then, so going back to your book report for a second, Michael, when you wrote your book report, did you write paragraphs in it?
Mm-hmm.
So in HTML, you can also do paragraphs. So this more text thing can be a paragraph. To make a paragraph, you do a P tag. So P. And then can anybody tell me how I tell the computer to close the paragraph?
We use a slash.
Yeah, you use a slash. So you use the same P tag, but put a slash in front of the P. So this is how you make headings and paragraphs. If we pull up our page here, we can see that the heading is a lot bigger than the text. But let's turn this text into something more that fits our page more. Let's say, I like apples a lot. Now, your page looks pretty cool right now. It has a nice big header and some text. You can write even more text if you want to. But it does look kind of plain. So we're going to try to jazz it up a little bit and put in a link. Does anybody know what link is?
No.
No.
Okay, so do you guys go on YouTube a lot?
Yeah.
So when you go on YouTube and you click on the little picture of the video and it takes you to another page where the video is?
Mm-hmm.
That's a link. So a link is basically something you click that takes you from one page to another. So we're going to find, let's see, what should we link to? Let's go to Google. And we're gonna Google apples. And I guess we're gonna do apple.com because that's an apple kind of thing, right? Anybody's mom here have an iPhone?
My dad has one.
Yeah, see, your dad has one, my mom has one. So now we're going to put in a link to an Apple page. So, oh my gosh. To make a link, what you do is it's a little more complicated than headers and paragraphs. You know how in headers you just do H1 and paragraphs you just do P, but in links you have to type A and then href and then an equals sign and then So to get a link, what you do is you go over here and you see the address bar how the text over here is highlighted.
Yeah.
So this is the page address, which tells the computer where to find it on the internet. So what you do is you cut that, you go over here, and then you put some quotation marks, and inside those quotation marks, you paste your link. So now we've started a link, but see how nothing is showing up here, where it says, right under where it says, I like apples a lot?
Yeah.
Your link is there, but nothing is showing up. That's because we have to make link text to be clicked on or something so that you can get to another page. So we're going to say this.
Why do we use href instead of link? What is that? What does href mean?
Href stands for hyperlink reference, which basically means the page's web address. So like, you know how your house has a number on it? And it's on a street?
Yeah.
So basically, a web address is kind of like that, except instead of on a street or on a avenue or something, it's on the internet. So to make this to make this link appear, we have to put some text inside the A tag. So this is a link to an Apple page. And then we need to close the tag. So to close the tag, do you think we do /A or /AHREF?
/AHREF.
Yeah.
That's a good guess, but it's not quite it. See, this is just an attribute of the tag. We're going to learn about that more in future classes, but basically the only part of the tag you actually have to close is this first part that pops up. So the A. Oh, that didn't highlight what I wanted it to. The A, right there.
What is A?
A is for anchor. I don't know why they call a web page an anchor, but sometimes with HTML you just have to live with the weird technology or terminology they give you. But yeah, see, now we have our little link. It's purple because we already clicked on it, but if we didn't click on it yet, it would be blue. So now that we've made a heading, a paragraph, and a link, we're going to do one last thing today, and that's add an image. So to add an image, it's kind of complicated in like the A tag in that you have to add another attribute. So you type img for image, and then you type src, which is source, and now we're going to go over here, we're going to go back, and we're going to go to images, and we're going to find a picture of an apple. Which picture do you guys like?
I like the third one.
This
Can
one?
we do the Apple logo?
The Apple logo?
Oh yeah.
What do you guys think? These apples or the Apple logo?
I'll just do the Apple logo.
Alright, Apple logo. So here we are, Apple logos. We're going to do this one because it's nice and simple. So what you do is you click on the image, and then you go to view image, and then you go up here, and remember how with the websites, up here is the web address where you can find that website on the internet? So up here is where you can find this picture on the internet. So it's kind of like its address. So we're going to cut it over here and then move back to our page. And remember, you always have to put your sources and your hrefs inside quotation marks because otherwise they won't work. So let's put that picture in there and close that tag. And see how we don't have to put anything inside the image tag, it just appears by itself? That's pretty cool, right?
What
That's
happens if we
huge.
did?
If we did put stuff inside it, it would just appear next to it. So like, let's say if I tried to do /image. See,
Oh.
it's not like the text would appear on the image or anything. It just comes up next to it. So yeah, that is how we do headings, paragraphs. We gotta scroll down a little bit, but links and images. So now I'm gonna give you guys a worksheet and you can practice working on this for yourselves.
Okay.